first thing I want to ask you is the name of your band. How'd you come up with? If you
Actually, our old singer came up with it. The band existed for about 2 weeks before I joined. The band started in 1999. It's Latin for through intersection. It's Old English for the three schools of learning, which are grammar, rhetoric, and logic. So it's got a lot of meanings. There's also a biblical definition that we're not sure what it is, but we just kind of roll with it as a name nowadays. So it's something that's stuck.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And so you've been performing for since 19?
Yeah, I joined the band in 1999. I was about 12, 13 at the time. Got signed in 2003, signed again in 2004 to a bigger label, started touring April of 2004, and have been on tour pretty much ever since, like nonstop since 04. We'll stop here or there to do an album or a demo or get ready for a tour or something, but pretty much nonstop.
And where do you find this inspiration?
When I was 12 and I saw the 1989 footage of Metallica, Binge, and Purge live, I was like, that's what I want to do when I'm older, and I've been...
So the inspiration, I mean, for a kid out there who wants to start a band, what would you suggest to them?
You got to have musicians that want the same thing around you. You've got to have people who are equally as driven as you are. And to be in a band, you can't just try to make extreme stuff. You can't just try to be the heaviest guy, the most brutal guy. You have to make songs that people love. You have to make things that connect with people. I mean, what are you going to remember before anything else? An extreme death metal song? You remember a Beatles song. You know, it's all about the song. It's all about songs that stick, a melody that sticks, a hook that sticks, a guitar part that sticks, something. And for us, it's just we write from the heart and make sure we love what we do. And it's like we'll just make whatever sounds good.
I mean, you're pretty dynamic. I mean, you move the crowd, you talk to them. I noticed that that's something different that I saw when you perform that the other crowd didn't do. I mean,
we try to, and we definitely be ourselves, because a lot of bands will go up there and just be super tough the whole time or kind of force something that isn't them. And for us, we just, you know, nowadays I've been able to, like before I used to feel so separated, the frontman thing and the me off stage was so different, but nowadays it's really not that different. It's sure, it's exaggerated, a little more intense on stage, but we could still talk and make jokes and be friendly, and whereas I don't know how many other bands do that.
So what is the creative process that goes into writing your music?
It's always different. I guess I'll talk about what we're doing now because we're writing our next record. We'll have each of the three separate guitar players, you know, myself, Corey, or Paolo, will all start making a song or a little bit pieces of songs, a couple riffs, or record them in really amazing demo studio-based things. Like I've been using Apple Logic, which most bands they make their real albums with, and Corey uses Pro Tools, and Paolo uses GarageBand. So our demos actually sound incredible. Like they're really good demos. They have drums, guitars, not vocals yet, but soon to have vocals. And so we'll make them individually, and then use them as kind of like templates or maps to bring to the rest of the guys when we're all together. So when we're all together as a band, we all listen to it and work from there.
How would you describe your fans?
Incredible. Our fans, we've had a lot of the bands that we brought out before. They're like, wow, your fans are really nice people, which is a cool thing to hear, because when you think of metal fans, typically, you know, the cliche, the wrong way that people normally think of metal fans. I don't know what they think, because I'm a metal kid myself. But with our fans, they're really nice. They act, you know, as we do, respectful of one another and taking care of each other. Sure, we've got some insane fans that just want to go and destroy stuff, which is fine. But for the most part, our fans, they're normal people like us. You know, we're just normal guys, and that's what our fans are, and that's what we appreciate. Some of the shows I'll talk about video games, talk about food, talk about museums while we're playing, but today's a different situation. There's 9 other bands or 8 other bands. So when it's our show, I mean, we just talk to them like we would, just like we're talking right now, and that's how it is.
Say to the new fans that are watching this, and the people and the kids and the next generation of, metal.
Yeah, we hope everyone, whether new fan or old fan or in between, not sure if they like us or don't like us, I mean, we're a band that we mean what we do and we love what we do. So if anyone wants to come and join that, you know, they should. It's just a positive experience. So.